Hey, what's up, everyone? So let's do something fun. Let's do voice AI. Now, voice AI, why do we care about it? Basically, when your phone rings and if you don't answer, if you're away from the phone, you're able to obviously use missed call text back, which is great. And I love it. But voice has come a long way. And I will go on the record and say by this time next year, most every business will have some sort of voice AI and it'll become very common. So why not be ahead of the curve? And I'm going to tell you the voice AI has come a long way. So I'm going to show you how to set it up real quick for your phone line. So if you set up your phone line, and you don't have to worry about your registration quite yet. That part could be still processing, but this is something you can do meanwhile while you're waiting to start getting use from your system right away. So when you go into settings and you go to voice AI agents, you're going to see here a place to add agents. And here's what you do. You create an agent and I'm going to show you the basic way. And then we're going to get into details. So what we're going to do is we see our agent. Now the name doesn't really matter here, but I like to make it Kate 1, Kate 2, Kate 3, whatever it might be. And you can put that in there. Your business name, go ahead and put that in there. And if you have a name that maybe like me, I have 3 for success, I might want to break this up a little to make it understand it just a little better. And my beta language. So that my language, for example, there's other languages you can put in here now, Spanish, German. This wasn't here even a week ago. And this is what I mean about BUMS.AI and Go High Level, the partnership, and bringing this to you is there's so much being done every single day that like every day I go in and I'm like, oh, wow, that's a cool feature. I've been waiting for that. Um, Here you're able to select from different voices. So you just play a voice and you can figure out what voice you want. And once you select your voice, go ahead and keep inbound. Now you can see outbound is coming soon. Don't worry about that. Make sure your time zone's already set. And this is their initial message, right? And all you would do is hit next. So for example, I hit next. And what do I want to collect? What do I want to collect from my person? I want to get their name. I want to get maybe I want to know their issues. I want to know their email. Maybe I want their address, right? Now, because you're building agents, don't think about it like one person. You know how you hire Kate, the real Kate, to sit in your office and you train her how to take new leads. But then you also have to train her how to deal with existing customers. And you also have to train her how to, et cetera, right? What you can do is build different agents for different things and you can figure out how to put them together, being intelligent with your phone numbers. So we're going to get into that later. Right now, we're going to go with our general lead acquisition AI, because that's going to be the most important thing. So what I'm going to do, receive an email notification post call completion. This basically means, do you want to get notified after AI does a phone call? And if you do, you can go ahead and just pick who you want to send it to, right? Pretty simple. So you're never going to be not told that it was work. Now, if you don't need to do that, you're fine. And what you're going to do, I'm sorry, I'm always reaching over my screen to find this thing. You're going to pick your phone number that you're assigning this to. You can assign this to one number. And this is what I mean. Each AI agent can be specific to a number and you would basically be able to do that. And, depending on your plan, you might have different additional costs for AI agents. Look into that. I'll post about that. It's a little different depending what package you get. But, I personally want to enable AI agent as a backup to the phone number. In other words, let it go to the person, but if it doesn't answer, then go to AI. So instead of going to voicemail, go to AI. Set it for 24/7. Yes, I want it to be 24/7 and the agent will answer calls in its working hours. So you can set the hours you want the agent to work, or you can keep it 24/7, which is like this. I want it 24/7. I'm good there. And I could hit next and save it, but we're going to go backwards now. So we're going to go back a little and we're going to get into switch to advanced mode, right? And here's your script for whatever, right? So here's what I'm going to do. And you can get deeper into this as you become more and more acquainted with this. And we built some pretty good prompts that go in here. But what I would probably do is I would just highlight all this information and I would go to ChatGPT and I would say, here's the instructions for my AI agent. However, I want to fill in some more information about me, my business. Now, it is intelligent. It will look up information inside of your system, but it doesn't hurt. Like, you are my agent 977. Like, no, I want to do, you are Kate, a dedicated specialist for 3 for success. And if I wanted to say it better, I just space that. But I would put this in and I would put in some basic information. For example, just your standard FAQs. Don't go crazy. Put in a few. Put in your business information, any policies that you guys might have that are relevant. and have that information, then just go ahead and set it up. And you can use ChatGPT to create that. It's no big deal. This allows you to create some different sections. You could send an SMS, you could update a contact field, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. For example, if I do send an SMS, I can call this follow up SMS, FU SMS. All right. So we'll go with that. There's no special characters. Who really wants me to do that? Follow up. Okay. Let's just make that look better. Huh? How about that? I say, please let us know if our agent answer all your questions, right? And I can put in whatever I want there. Want you to take place. If they ask for delivery, I can say every time, for example, every time after. Oh, and what to say before sending SMS. The agent will say this just before sending the SMS. If this I will send. So this would be like, is it okay if I send you my calendar? And then say yes. So you can send it there, or you can do it every time after a call. So there's some different things that you could add more sequences, so you can integrate them. We have a system that we do with that. I don't want to get too far into this. I think the best thing you could do when you start is go with the basic setup, like I said, and keep this stuff for later. And what'll happen is you can improve on it as it goes. And it's very good at coming up with answers. It's very good about saying something. But if you have something specific you want it to say, just put, don't ever say this, don't ever say that in that comment, right? And you're set. Then you just call your AI agent and your phone number. It's going to go to the AI agent. You're going to be able to have a conversation with it. I suggest having a couple conversations to understand what happens and listen to a couple of recordings before you go making changes. Don't try making changes every single minute. Like once every 10 recordings, go in, spiff it up, go in again after 10 recordings, spiff it up. And before you're at 30 recordings, I promise you, it's going to be pretty well tuned in for your business. And it really does work. If you do want it to recognize itself and say, I'm the AI assistant for so and my job is to filter the calls, or my job is to get your information to help you better. And I'm going to transcribe everything to my live assistant, who's going to then be in touch with you. So you can put in stuff like that. So don't be afraid of doing that. I think AI is something that we have to embrace, and it's something that's coming. And for inbound, I think more and more people are becoming receptive of it. I will say for every one person you might lose because of what you call AI, which also think about it. If you have a gal at the office who doesn't know what she's saying, you lose that lead too, right? So there's a reality, but the percentage you gain, I think far outweighs the percentage of loss. And I think for roofing company owners that are traveling, that are on sites doing inspections, that are in their, on the car, on the road, they're meeting with people, they're on hold with adjusters. It's very hard, especially for those of you that don't have executive assistants, to field your calls, to field your emails, to field your messages, to organize your day. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff. This is going to do it for you. I think the AI agent is super cool, super easy. You activate it and you're ready to go. That's really all you have to do. So hopefully that helps you, and look forward to more episodes in building your ultimate CRM for roofing contractors. All right. Thanks.